GoPro 6, GoPro 5, GoPro 6, GoPro 5. Is there really much of a difference? I don't know, but we're gonna find out today. Hey everyone, my name's Alex. I'm a motorcycle adventure rider who sold everything in 2012 to travel around the world by motorcycle. 50 countries and 200,000 miles later, the adventure continues. This is my life and the adventures of the Modern Motorcycle Diaries. I wonder who that could be. Oh yeah. Battery warning. Yep, this looks like a camera. That's a pretty nifty looking box. Look at that. So today I have the Hero 6 from GoPro, and it's a brand new thing. And I know you're asking yourself, is this real? It certainly is, and let me tell you why. Is because every year I get the brand new GoPro a few days early, if not a week early. Well, that's because I am a GoPro family member or athlete. And basically what I did is I took a trip around the world on the motorcycle. As you can see, a few years ago, I made a video, put it on YouTube, went viral. GoPro found that video and they actually invited me out to be a part of their product launch video for the Hero 3 Plus Black. So if you ever buy a GoPro at the store, if you walk by, you'll see the little TV screen in the kiosk that plays videos, and you'll see my video in there. Yesterday, GoPro barely announced this camera, and lucky me, I have it the very next day. So today, I'm gonna open this up, show you exactly what's inside, what to expect from it, and give you a little bit of a quick review of how it compares to the GoPro 5 and the GoPro 4. So let's get to it. So as always, the packaging is always a nightmare with the GoPro. This thing is not gonna cooperate, is it? Look at that, manual. All right, so this is all it comes with, it's just pretty cheap. All right, so here you go, here's the GoPro 6. Now, it is exactly like the GoPro 5. This is the 6, this is the 5, exactly the same. GoPro 6 is 500 bucks. GoPro 5, 400 bucks. GoPro 4, cheaper. Selling point on the GoPro 6 is the frame rate. So 4K is now at 60 frames per second, and 1080p can shoot at 240 frames per second, which is really super slow motion. Which basically makes me think that they could have done that for their GoPro 5. They just did an update. So one of the neat things they have now on the GoPro 6 is it actually gives you the ability to go ISO minimum and ISO max. Before, all you could do is ISO max. So that's kind of a cool thing if you're a photography buff like I am. So another difference here is that when you do the video stabilization on the GoPro 5, it crops at 10%. On the GoPro 6, it crops at 5%. But apparently the GoPro 6 has smoother image stabilization. I don't think it's gonna be that much of a difference, but we'll check it out. This is what I'm gonna do to test the 5 and the 6, is I have this mount, and basically I'm gonna film a few things, real life situations and scenarios where you might use a GoPro and you wanna see the difference of what it captures and what it is. This is the GoPro 5, this is the GoPro 6. 5, 6. I can immediately see a huge color difference, but that doesn't mean that you can't correct the GoPro 5 on your post-production on your video editing program. So here we are with the GoPro 5 image stabilization. All right, we're walking. GoPro 6 image stabilization. GoPro 5, GoPro 6. You tell me what's better. GoPro 5 here, GoPro 6. GoPro 5 walking, GoPro 6 walking. All right, so this is 4K 30 frames per second, and the very first thing I can certainly notice is that the highlights on the GoPro 6 are much nicer as compared to the GoPro 5. Remember, it's not about the price, it's not about the quality of the camera, it's all about the story you tell. Because those viral videos that I told you that I filmed with the GoPro earlier, which you can check on the description, or there'll be a little card that'll pop up here in a second. Those videos were all made with one old GoPro 2 that could barely shoot in 720p. Hey guys, for those of you who have never visited my channel before, welcome. And for those of you who are avid fans, here is the Holy Grail. Motorcycles all around. Oh, by the way, I love this poster. Check it out. This is your life. Do what you want. Do it often. If you don't like something, change it. If you don't like your job, quit. And if you don't have enough time, stop watching TV. I love this sign because it really inspires you to get out of your box, to go do something, and just really think about life in a different way. So if you think your day is boring today, change it, do something different, and follow your dreams. So here's the thing, I'm very impressed with the image stabilization for the 6. It's very smooth. Now here's the kicker, is that on 4K, 30 frames per second, you can't image stabilize it on the Hero 5, but you can stabilize it on the 6. The other thing is that on the Hero 6, you can stabilize up to 120 frames per second on 1080p. You can't do that with the Hero 5. The most you can do is 60 second on the Hero 5. All right, now we'll do 1080p 30 frames per second. So before anybody gets mad at me, I'm in Texas, which means that you don't need a helmet to drive a motorcycle in the States. So I gotta say the image stabilization is better. I cannot believe it. So if you're wondering how I got those shots without a helmet mount or anything, I have this thing actually that you actually put in your mouth, in your teeth, and you bite on it and you can actually hold it down. So you can actually film stuff like this. So one of the differences I just saw is the battery life. When you're filming at 4K 60 frames per second or 1080p at 240 frames per second on the GoPro 6, does eat the battery just a bit more, but not a lot. So it's not a huge difference. All right, so on a quick fun note, question is, how do the pictures compare on the GoPro 3 Plus, 4, 5, and 6? From what I've seen, they're pretty much exactly the same. Not a huge difference. So honestly, you can grab a 3 Plus really cheap these days, and image quality for pictures is great. For videos, it's a different story. I definitely would go with the 4, 5, or 6 compared to the video on the 3 Plus. I still think the 3 Plus Black is the best camera GoPro has ever come out with. Why? Because it was so innovative at the time. So check this out, just to throw you a little curveball, check out this camera. It's called Aki, and I'll put a link to the description below on my video because I got this for 50 bucks off Amazon, which is crazy cheap. Anyway, it's really funny to see the quality of this one for 50 bucks as compared to a $500 camera. Is there a big difference? In some ways, yes. In other ways, not really. Now the audio may not be the best audio, but for 50 bucks, it's not bad. All right, so there you have it. That's a very quick unboxing and review of the new GoPro 6. Would I personally go get one if I didn't already have one? Probably not. I'm really happy with the GoPro 4 and the 5 already, so it's not a big change for me. And it's up to you to decide whether or not you want to spend that extra money for all those extra fancy frames per second. So as always, if you like this video, be sure to hit the like button. Leave a comment, tell me about your experience with the GoPros, what you like about them, which one you think is better. In the description below, I'll put a few links to videos I've done with nothing but GoPros. Maybe it'll inspire you to go out there and go film your next adventure or your daily activity. And as always, thanks for joining me, and we'll see you next time.